Hello my lovelies, welcome back to Not Your Ordinary Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make whipped buttercream. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. Okay, let's go. First things first, you're going to whip the butter until it's pale and thick. Then you'll add your icing sugar and mix it all together. In the middle of that, you're going to scrape the sides so that you can mix all the icing sugar in the butter until it looks pale and thick. Then you'll add your double cream and all the flavorings that you want. I added some vanilla essence and toffee sauce. Then you mix that together. Be careful not to over whip because it's got double cream. It might separate, which I did with mine. I over mixed it. So be careful not to do that. Once the whipped buttercream is ready, we're going to start making all the other toppings that we'll use. We're going to use Lotus Biscoff, which I'll grind with a grinder, but you can use a Ziploc bag and just mash it with whatever you've got. Just mash it. And then I made some simple syrup by mixing water and sugar, same amount water, same amount sugar, and I added a bit of toffee sauce for the toffee flavor. Here I'm going to show you how I'll slice this cake in between because I made two different types of cakes, two separate ones and one big one which I have to slice in between. And because I wanted you to see that you don't have to bake in two different baking tins, you can just use one. So you'll just take your cake, put it on a surface which will not move, and then slice in between from side to side, moving it all around, and that is the outcome. Very spongy. When I'm baking a sponge cake, I like to use simple syrup because it soaks up all the juice and then it makes it really smooth, really soft, mouth watering. It just like melts in your mouth. I love it. We'll start assembling our cake by putting buttercream on the plate so that the cake doesn't move as you're stacking it up. So we'll start by putting one slice on the plate, and then you'll take your simple syrup and put it on that cake. I'm going to use a spoon, but it's advisable to use a pastry brush, the silicone ones, but I don't have one. I can't find mine. So I'm just going to improvise because in this kitchen, we improvise and we show you home hacks. You don't have to have the professional stuff. You don't have to have everything that a chef has. You can use whatever you've got in your kitchen. So just put it and smear it with your spoon so that it soaks in. Be patient with this process. Turn it around, put on the other side, turn it the other side, put it on the other side until it soaks fully. You feel like it's soaked completely. That's when you're done. Repeat this process with all the other cake slices just so that you don't have to keep putting your cake and putting the simple syrup as you're stacking it. It makes your work easier and quicker. So do it with all the other cake slices and put them aside, and then they're going to be ready for stacking. Buttercream is one of my favorite frostings, but it turns out really sweet, so I put whipped cream for it to be a bit lighter and less sweet. We're going to start stacking by putting the cake slice, which has already been soaked with simple syrup. On top of that, you're going to put your buttercream and some toffee sauce. Be careful not to put a lot of toffee sauce because the cake is already sweet. You don't want to overly make it sweet. After that, you're going to sprinkle your crushed biscuit. You can use a spoon to do this, or you can use a sieve. Using a sieve was easier and better for me because it distributes it evenly and gives it a thin layer. But of course, this being not your ordinary kitchen, I wanted to show you both ways. So thank me later. You'll repeat the same process with all the other cake slices until you get to the very top one. And that's when you know you're almost done. And the decoration at the top is not that hard either, because we're making your work easier and doing a naked cake. Yes, it's on trend and it's really, really easy to do. Fun fact time. Did you know that one of the first wedding cakes wasn't actually cake, it was bread, and it was broken on top of the bride's head to symbolize good fortune and fertility to the couple? Yep, I know. We finished stacking our cake and now we're gonna make it fancy. So try smoothing the top as much as you can. It doesn't have to be very smooth because we're gonna cover it with biscuit crumbs. And then move on to the sides and also try smoothing the sides. Make sure you show the cake that's inside. Therefore, what I'm trying to say is you're doing it roughly. It's a raggedy kind of a thing, you know. You'll cover it with all the decorations. It's not about how smooth it can get. No, that's not what we're doing here. You're going to cover it. And then wipe down the sides, whatever cream is on the plate. And here I did a drip, which was kind of useless because the drip disappeared onto thin air. But yes, we did it. We tried. I did a drip all around the cake, and then I put some biscuit crumbs on the sieve and sieved all around the cake just to hide some mistakes and how you haven't smoothened the top. That's where the biscuit crumbs comes through. And then I also put some biscuit crumbs at the bottom to cover whatever other stains you've got at the bottom, and also to make it look really nice, and smoothen it with a spoon. Use a paper towel to wipe whatever is on the side, whatever has not gotten to the cake. And then on top, I'm going to use masba and some biscuits. You can decorate however you want. It's up to you. This is the final product. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. Bye. See you next time.